If you think rainy days are gloomy, you've never met Claire's umbrella. Her story will make you think twice before borrowing one. Claire despised rainy days. Seeking shelter, she dashed into an antique shop, its air thick with the scent of damp wood and aged leather. The shop was a labyrinth of forgotten treasures, each item whispering tales of the past. Claire's eyes scanned the room, drawn to the peculiar and the strange. In the corner, a lone black umbrella stood, its handle shaped like a screaming face. It seemed to beckon her, its dark allure impossible to resist. The craftsmanship was exquisite yet unsettling, as if the face could come to life at any moment. The frail shopkeeper's eyes pierced through her as she said, "No charge, but be careful, it's not just for rain." Her voice was a raspy whisper filled with an ominous warning that sent chills down Claire's spine. Ignoring the warning, Claire stepped into the storm. The rain pounded the pavement, but she felt an eerie calm under the umbrella. It was as if she had stepped into another world, one where the rain couldn't touch her. Oddly, the rain didn't touch her, but the world grew silent. The usual city sounds were muffled, replaced by an unsettling quiet. It was as if the umbrella had created a bubble of silence around her, isolating her from the world. That evening, a gust of wind blew through her apartment as she opened the umbrella, wet footprints leading to her bedroom. The footprints were not her own, and they seemed to appear out of nowhere, leading a trail of mystery and dread. Days passed, and shadows started appearing inside the umbrella. They danced and flickered, creating grotesque shapes that seemed to mock her. The shadows were not just tricks of the light, they had a life of their own. Faces twisted in agony, hands clawing beneath its fabric. The faces were contorted in silent screams, their eyes pleading for release. The hands clawed desperately as if trying to escape from a prison of darkness. The handle pulsed like a heartbeat. It was as if the umbrella was alive, its sinister energy growing stronger with each passing day. Claire could feel its malevolent presence, a constant reminder of the shopkeeper's warning. One stormy night, Claire confronted the umbrella. She could no longer ignore the terror it brought into her life. The room was filled with an oppressive darkness, the air thick with fear. She opened it, the room plunged into darkness. The darkness was absolute, swallowing every bit of light. It was as if the umbrella had opened a portal to another realm, one filled with unspeakable horrors. When the lights flickered back, dark figures surrounded her. They were shadowy apparitions, their forms shifting and changing. They whispered in voices that were both familiar and alien, filling her with a sense of dread. The umbrella floated, revealing a swirling void. The void was a churning mass of darkness, pulling everything into its depths. It was a gateway to a place where light and hope could not exist. A voice from the darkness whispered, "You took what wasn't yours, now you'll join us." The voice was cold and unforgiving, echoing the shopkeeper's warning. It was the voice of the damned, those who had fallen victim to the umbrella's curse. Shadows surged, pulling Claire into the void. She struggled, but the shadows were relentless, their grip unbreakable. They dragged her into the darkness, her screams swallowed by the void. The umbrella snapped shut, falling silently to the floor. The room was eerily quiet, the only sound the soft thud of the umbrella hitting the ground. It was as if nothing had happened, but the air was thick with the lingering presence of the supernatural. By morning, the umbrella was back in the antique shop, waiting for its next victim. It stood in the corner, its dark allure undiminished. The shopkeeper watched with knowing eyes, waiting for the next unsuspecting soul to walk through the door. The cycle would continue, the umbrella's curse claiming more lives, its dark history growing with each new victim.